Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Spangler, personal trainer and health coach and owner of Eat and Run Fitness. I'm so excited to start this YouTube channel for you guys. This is the first YouTube video that I've ever done like this where I'm just talking straight to you, which is kind of cool. A little nerve-wracking. Bear with me for this first one. What I want to do with this YouTube channel is to give you guys good information that will help you to incorporate fitness and nutrition in the midst of a really busy, hectic life, because that's really kind of what I specialize in. Is all of my clients, they have really crazy schedules. I have a lot of people that travel a lot. I have a lot of people that have really weird hours for their jobs. And it's my job to really kind of simplify the process as much as possible, get you to your goals, but get you to your goals in a way that you can maintain them, not in a way where, you know, you're gonna follow this really strict thing and then you're gonna get your goals and then 2 months later you're gonna be back to where you started. That's not the goal here. So before we get into all the, you know, juicy information of how I'm gonna get you to your goals fast and for the long term, I wanna introduce myself to you guys. So I want to tell you, for this first video, I want to tell you guys about how I kind of got my start in the fitness industry. And it really started for me back when I was younger. I was a dancer for 13, 14 years. And even when I was a dancer, I was always the person where other people in the dance class, friends of mine, would come to me asking me for nutrition advice because they knew that I was a super nerd about nutrition and diets and all that stuff. So there was always kind of this underlying background of loving fitness and nutrition while I was doing dance. And when I was in dance, I was in it. I would be dancing, you know, 30, 40 hours a week when I could. Anytime that I was not in school, I was at my dance studio, either taking classes, prepping for competitions. I would work in the office when I could, just any excuse to be at the dance studio. That was my absolute passion. And then it was the summer, I was about to move from Los Angeles, where I was really doing all of my dancing, to Ohio with my family in high school. And it was that summer I was on vacation and I was in a pool and I got out and I slipped on some bricks and I got a 3rd-degree sprain in my ankle. And then when I moved to Ohio, there really weren't any dance studios that were very close. So, you know, I did what I could. I did show choir in high school, but it wasn't enough to really kind of keep me on my game. And so a couple years later, when my family and I moved to Texas, where I am now, I'm in Dallas, and I was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna get back to dancing. And I tried to jump right back into where I was before, and it did not go well. I felt like I had lost so much of my technique. I had lost a ton of flexibility. It felt like everything that I had worked for basically my entire life up until that point was just gone. And instead of kind of pushing through and powering through and understanding that that was just going to be part of the process, you know, I was relatively young. I was still in high school, so I quit. I decided this isn't bringing me joy anymore. It was just a source of frustration, and it didn't help that I had just moved to a new place and, you know, was kind of getting my bearing and my footing there. So it was kind of a stressful time, so I just kind of set it down. And it was right around that time that my sister, you guys might know her, Autumn Calabrese, she's the 21-day fix creator for Beachbody. She had just gotten her personal training certification and she was living out in California, and I decided to reach out to her and see if she would take me on as a bit of an intern for a few weeks, just so I could kind of see what that life looked like as a trainer. So I went out there for a few weeks and I interned with her, and I got to see her working with these people and helping them better themselves. And I was, you know, she had this great relationship with a lot of her clients, and even though she was working for another trainer at the time, it was very much, she was more or less her own boss. She was able to kind of manage her time, her schedule, her clients. And beyond getting up at 4:30 in the morning with her, which I was not a huge fan of, especially as a high schooler, beyond that small detail, I absolutely loved the idea of becoming a trainer. So a couple years later, when I got into college, I went to Chapman University. I was a Bachelor in Fine Art major. I decided to get my personal training certification through ACE. And I started taking on a couple of clients throughout college. I would work at, you know, 24-Hour Fitness or Equinox during the summers, just to kind of get my footing in the industry a little bit more. And I was always so big on improving my knowledge, so I was always looking for the next certification. So I got my health coaching certification through Institute for Integrative Nutrition. I got my yoga certification, excuse me, my bar certification. my Zumba certification. Even right now, I'm working on my precision nutrition certification. I was always looking for the next educational piece that I could add to my fitness puzzle. And so I had started my business really back when I was 18, when I first got my personal training certification, and I was taking on these clients who they led really busy lives, and the biggest challenge that I was seeing them facing was in the midst of that craziness and the stress and all that, when we kind of want to go back to our sort of original way of being, getting to their fitness goals in the face of that was really challenging. So it was my job to try to simplify the fitness and nutrition process as much as possible to make it feasible for them to continue doing what I was having them do for the rest of their lives. Because what I don't want is for somebody to come to me, we work really hard, we get them to their goals, and then they leave and it all goes away. That was a waste of my time, that was a waste of their time, and that's not at all what I wanted. I always wanted people to come to me and to be able to leave me and maintain everything that I taught them throughout all of eternity for them. That's kind of what I'm doing here. And it just so happened, it was kind of funny, because I get people asking me, why did I name my business Eat and Run Fitness? And originally, I was basically a kid when I started it, so I was looking for just a name that was kind of cute and that would address the fitness and nutrition side of things. So I was like, oh, eat is nutrition, run is for fitness, and that was just a cute name. It ended up working out really well because it kind of brings about the thought of fast, eat and run. And that really kind of worked out for me as far as marketing goes because a lot of my clients really needed those fast tips to get them to their goals, and that's really kind of what I've been doing since, is empowering people to take control over their time, to take control over their schedule, to take control over their fitness and their health and their lives. And that's really what I do with my clients now. So that's really what I want to do with this channel, is help you guys, empower you guys, give you the information that is easy to implement into your busy lives in a way that feels sustainable and in a way that's fun. I want you guys to have fun in your fitness. I'll give you guys some fun challenge videos, some different types of workouts that you can do that'll kind of mix it up for you. I want you to enjoy your food. I am a fit foodie is what I always say. I love food. I come from a family that loves food, so I am not at all the person that's going to tell you eat grilled chicken and steamed broccoli all day long. That's not fun, that's not tasty, that's not what I'm about. So you guys will get some really awesome recipes that are easy to make, because don't get me wrong, I have a busy schedule too. I cannot spend hours and hours and hours in the kitchen, but I do want what I'm eating to be healthy, to fuel my body, and to taste really good. So that's some of the stuff that you can have to look forward to in coming episodes. The next couple videos, I will tell you right now, are going to be a little bit diving more into my story, because I have a couple of sort of health related stories of my own that got me to where I am now and how I think about fitness and nutrition. So the next one is going to be about my relationship with food. When I was in high school, I had a borderline eating disorder, and I had to make a lot of changes to get to where I am now, where I'm really balanced with my nutrition and I have a really healthy relationship with food. Then the next one will be about my battle with Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune disease of the thyroid. I had a hypothyroidism, and how I kind of navigated that with nutrition and with medicine. And then we'll kind of dive a little bit more into actual educational stuff for you guys to help you on your path to a fitter, healthier, happier life. Thank you so much for watching this first video. Please email me, eatandrunfitness@gmail.com, or leave comments. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys want to know about. Ask me questions. I would love to address anything that you got. Thanks again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Intro, take one. You're still rolling. Okay. Intro, take numero dos. And that is easy to... Keep going. Words and things. Detail on... what? Once I was... wait. Once I was... wait. It's gonna make for a good blooper reel.